Hey everyone, welcome to the channel. I'm glad you're here today, and you should be too. The chickens are glad. But anyway, I'm good for, going to the craft stores or flea markets or anywhere and getting decorative rocks and trying to cut something nice out of them. And on occasion, actually somewhat frequently, when you get a thing of these decorative rocks, like right here, this is tumbled Carnelian agate from Vunder, which, by the way, has some really nice rocks. You will find what I call like the perfect gemstone inside these. And these, you can get a container full of decorative rocks like this, and you're going to find something that's in there that's good. And hey, it's rocks. I mean, how can you go wrong? It's rocks. But occasionally, you will find something like this. And this is I think it might have been from this one. I'm not sure. I have a couple of these. But this is a piece of tumbled Carnelian. And this is almost, look, you have a flat bottom, and it's tumbled nicely so you can see what's all in there. And it is, let me just hit it with a light. It is absolutely gorgeous. It is absolutely gorgeous. There's no flaws in there that I can see. It's got decent color and clarity. And it's like this was made to be cut into a stone. And when I find ones like this, the only way to say it is, yeah, that's the way to say it. So we're going to take this piece of handed to us Carnelian, and we're going to cut that into a stone. And considering how good this one is, I'm going to pull out a template and see if we can get the most out of it. Okay, and I'm going to run it over some templates here so we can maybe see. Figuring an oval shape would be nice, but I want to get as much out of this as humanly possible. And these circles here, they have a good amount of, wow, let's see. These have some nice width and length ones. Oh, look at that. Look at that. If it was focused, you could look at it so much better. I'm thinking that one might even be better. I think I can get more out of that one. That one too big. That one, yeah, which would be number 22. Okay, so let's continue on here. So I'm going to put this right here, and I'm going to set number 22 down on the top, if I can get everything situated. And let's see if we can get, yeah, that'll give us probably the maximum amount and give us a beautiful, beautiful shape. Okay, and what little bit it is off, hey, we're good enough cutters now that we can manage that. So, something that's a little bit different than usual is I'm going to put this on a stick already. I have it marked out about where I want it. And, it is a little bit off there, but once I start cutting, I can have that as a guide. Even if I'm not right on the lines, but at least that's what it's going to help me keep that shape the way I want to. Okay, so I'm going to put this on a stick. I'll meet you at the wheel, and let's get on this thing. Okay? Alrighty then. We are on the stick. We are on the wheel with the water going. Never thought I did. There it is. And look at the clarity of that stone. That's pretty awesome. So I am going to gently start working this stone around. get a nice looking, yeah, shape. When I say gently, I mean it. Now, this stone has been tumbled, so it's pretty smooth. And the last thing I want is for the glue to let loose, because that's just annoying. Yep, just annoying. It's really cool when you get a stone that's like nearly handed to you like this. Yeah, it's like, how can you beat that? It really makes you wonder. It's like, man, why did they throw this in with the tumbled stuff? But then they got their own standards of how they want to do things, so that's probably why. Okay, just need to get a nice shape to this. Yeah, I'm not really used to working stones on a stick with this wheel. Kind of nifty, to be honest. Okay, take a look. Ooh, that's coming along nicely. I really don't want to have flat sides on the sides here, so I'm going to have to definitely work on that. But I'm actually got high hopes for this one. High hopes, I say. Okay, let's take a look again. Okay, if you ignore the black line, you see that this is actually starting to shape up pretty nicely, and I think I'm going to work it down a little bit this direction. You can see that this one side is a little bit lower than the other. Oh, well, I'm getting that. Yeah, that's straightened out. It's going to be kind of thin. May not have the girdle exactly. Oh, no, I can do that. What am I thinking? We can do just about anything here. Okay, still looks like these sides are a bit flat, so I'm going to have to just work that down to the center. Yeah, you can see on there that the sides are just a little bit flatter than I want. In truth, I think I'm going to start on this girdle just a little bit. Because that's what we do. I think we're going to have ourselves a really nice looking piece of carnelian here. And actually, I think I might just... Oh no, I'm not going to do that yet. I'm going to do a little more on the girdle and try to form the top just a bit. I think I can risk it. Risk it, I say. Yep. My water is disappearing. I don't want the stone to heat up at all. No. No heating up of the stone. Yep, we got plenty of water in the bucket. going to be a high dome. It's going to be rather thin, but Carnelian can take it. And you can see we're getting some shape to that dome already, which is awesome. Yeah, I'm not used to doing the swirlies on this one. Let's see what we got. Yep, we're definitely getting across there. You can see right on the top there's still some of that smoothness from the tumbling. But the girdle is looking pretty uniform. I can see when it's drying off where the high spot is right there in the, well, not the high spot, but where the edges need to come down to the spot in the center. I'm going to work that just a little bit more from all angles. Okay. Dry, dry, dry. Oh, look at that. We are, yes, we are nicely done. And I think I am going to go over to the finer wheel now. Yes, we are. So, hold on to your eyeballs. There shall be jiggling involved in this. Alright, we got the water going. And that valve is giving me problems on this wheel now, which is quite annoying. And everything was perfect. Where would the excitement in the world be? Exactly. Now, let me see. What do we got? That's looking pretty good. Still feel a flat spot on this. The two wide long sides. So I'm going to work that down. Yeah, and it's nicer on this wheel. Not quite as aggressive. Let's take a look at the shape. I think that shape's going pretty nice. The drippy's off. We don't need drippies. That's looking great. Okay, let us put that slight setting angle on the girdle. I think this stone is going to come out pretty fast. Let's check the girdle. Can we check the girdle? What can we check the girdle against? Something with focus would be nice. It doesn't want to focus. There, that's, ooh, that's looking pretty darn nice. Girdle looks nice and even, so now we're going to work the edges, and then the top, and the chickens shall rejoice. Nothing better than having happy chickens. I'm going to give it a quick swirly, and then we're going to check it. Okay, let's check it. Ooh, that's looking pretty good. We got some nasty marks in there from the other wheel that I'm going to have to get out. As you can see there, that's not going to come out with the 600 grit. So we definitely have to go over this a little bit more with this finer wheel. Any of those big gnarlies will show up and make it look bad. And we don't want it to look bad. We want it to be the best version of itself. And the best version of itself does not have gnarlies in it. This is a gnarly-free channel. And wipe it off. Dry it a little bit. Okay. Now the gnarlies are coming out. There are still some gnarlies there in the center, which I'm somewhat curious about. curious and slightly annoyed. I think we can get them. And if we polish it and we find some gnarlies, we will come back and degnarlify it. We are good at degnarlification here. Hopefully that's not the reason that they chucked this thing into the tumble bin, because it's got spots in there that the gnarlies won't come out. But the tumbled piece looked very good, so I can't imagine that's why they did it. Okay, we have just roughness there, but not gnarlies. That's what we were shooting for. Let's give it a quick look over and see. We got all of the big gnarlies out. Looks like there's something right in there. It's hard to tell if it's gnarlies or just wet spots. But we are going to give her another zip-de-doo on the swirly, and then I think we can go straight to the 600 grit, which is pretty awesome. This could be a short video. Yep, we have uniform scratches, and that's what we're looking for. And now we're going to be looking for the next wheel. So that means there shall be jiggling of the eyeballs again. And we have startup. We have water. We have wheel going. And we have the sound of polishing. It's the sound of polishing. Yeah, I never said I could sing. I don't think it's going to take much for that girdle, because it's pretty tiny. I'll work over this beautiful looking piece of Carnelian agate and see how we can eliminate the gnarly scratches. And as I have said 1,000 times, make it the best version of itself. Because that's what we do. I shall go straight to the swirlies. And then give it a look-see. Okay, dry off. Whoa. That is really looking good. Right there where the flash is. Looks like there's some sort of gnarly in there. It may be in the stone itself. I think one more good go over, and we will be going over to the next wheel. Now this is the kind of stones I like to do. I mean, that stone was sitting there looking absolutely beautiful, tumbled. But it knew that it could be better. And that's what makes the life good, when you know something can be a little better and you take the time to make it a little better. Alright, let's see. Oy! Yeah, that is looking awesome. That is absolutely looking awesome. And now we're going over to the next wheel. Man, this is going fast. Woohoo! We hit this with a 1200 grit wheel, and this stone is already singing happily that it is becoming so much of a better version of itself. You know it's good when the stone starts singing. As I've said many times before, this wheel's not going to take long, and even now it's not even going to take as long as not long. How long is not long? Not long, a shorter version of not long. Yeah, I think I should just stop now if we're talking. We'll just go to the swirlies. And then we'll go to the wipey dipey and yowza. That is, whoo. Yeah, that's gorgeous. I really don't think I'm going to have to do anything else to that one on this one. That one on this one. That's really clear. Alrighty, so what I'm going to do is take this over to the cerium oxide because it's definitely ready for that. And then I shall meet you at the table and we will take a closer look at the best version of this stone itself. Okay? Focus. Thank you. Alrighty, we are back. And I got this stone all nice and clean. I'll throw this rag out of the way. And this is what we have. What we have is out of focus. There. Okay, and yeah, this came out nice. We have a pretty good shine on there. It's not the best shine. Okay, some of those gnarlies that I was saying about. I don't know if I can get close enough to see or not, but inside there are some like microfractured pieces. I don't think the camera's picking it up, but that is what some of those gnarlies were. There's some little voids in there, but you have to get awfully close to see them. You might be able to see some white streaks. Can we focus that close? Yeah, there are some little white things in there, and that's causing a little bit of cloudiness to not have that beautiful absolute glass finish. But all in all, that is pretty darn nice. And you might be able to see them here. There's some little streaks going across this way. And I believe those are causing it to cloud up just a hair. So we don't have an absolute glass finish, but we've got a nearly glass finish. But hey, I mean, look at that. How do you beat that? So I can say without any contradiction or fear of it that this stone is a win. And these stones from Wunder, you get these tumbled stones. They have different types. They have a variety of different types of stones. And these ones that are tumbled and set up to put inside of their decorative vases, they're pretty awesome. I mean, like, look at even that one right there. I should just yank this out. Now, I'm not sponsored by them or anything. I mean, look at that. Look at some of these stones. You're cutting stones and you see something like that, that makes you want to go, oh my gosh, I want to cut that. You know, like I said, I'm not sponsored by Wunder or anything like that, but when I find stones that are nice, I'm going to tell you. And these guys got some really nice stones. So, if you like the video, hit the button down there, subscribe. That really helps me out. Like it, leave some comments. Tell me what you think of the new chickens. You know, and for all the frats, the other chicken, he's still here. He's just hiding out, and we'll explain that later. Okay? So, everybody, thanks for spending some time with me, and have a good evening.